If today's world and events sometimes leave you feeling sad, afraid, uncertain, or angry, then reach out for comfort.
In a sense, we've come to our nation's capital to cash a check. When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds.
As it is, we've arrived here in Washington, D.C. to make a demand and to take a stand and not crawl, to not beg for what we believe in, but to make a withdrawal. When the bankers of our American belief system drafted the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, at their expense, they were opening an American depository for all Americans to deposit their beliefs in exchange for what we can celebrate and appreciate, what America would accumulate to become great. The fulfillment of a U.S.-backed investment that'll pay dividends beyond our retirement. This depository was for the greater of our encouragement to be built and for the lesser of our discouragement to wilt. Then, today, and into tomorrow night, all men and women deserve those rights, for even their children's children delight as a result of this life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness fight.
But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. So we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice. We have also come to this hallowed spot to remind America of the fierce urgency of now. This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. Now is is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark and desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children.
The goal of equality. It is apparent that America has limited and, often, restricted access to this depository for the enslaved soul's destiny. It has locked and blocked its treasury. It has declined to hear the motivational plea in our No More Rights Denied decree. And when rights are delayed or never relayed, then we're reminded of the wrongs that have been replayed. No more. No more. Unlock and open the depository's door. Equality wants much more. More than just 40 acres and a mule for living a life on the edge of poor. Equality wants much more. Like the opportunity to live and not die, to ask not only when, but also why. Equality wants much more. The right to sell and buy and to vote in with hello or vote out with goodbye. Equality wants much more. A great slice of the American pie, and not an empty promise of a pie in the sky in the sweet by and by. We refuse to believe any disbelief that justice and freedom won't alleviate our grief if the government hasn't shut down. If the dollar is still higher than the British pound, then open the vaults of opportunity for our relief. We're here as an American reminder that democratic and economic growth is only pleasant when it's an all-American finder. We're here to shake it up. We're here to wake America up. The alarms are ringing from coast to coast. Wake up and fulfill those democratic values that'll give this nation reason to boast. The alarms are ringing from the dismal Hope Valley to the false Hope Mountain Peak. Wake up and profess that clear waters of justice should fill every American creek. The alarms are ringing from farms and city blocks filled with despair, past the halls of brotherhood to the cottages of the wealthy who have no care. Wake up and grip our fantasy until justice for all of Trinity's children becomes a reality.
If today's world and events sometimes leave you feeling sad, afraid, uncertain, or angry, then reach out for comfort.